Hey everybody, Drew here, welcome back. Let's continue. Got a lot of good notes from you guys on what I should do next, and let's see. Yeah. Apparently in the encyclopedia they tell me this. Well, I'll read it.
I can only make out page 243. A compass is a magnetized bit of metal floating in a solution.
So I just need to get this and combine it with, what was it, the cork thing.
Hey, neat, it points north. Science is fun when you know the secret.
So, where do you go? Yeah, so this is a compass.
It points north, always.
I mean, I guess it has something to do with magnetic ions or whatever. I don't understand. I don't know, I'm not very science-y. You know, there's this whole Higgs boson thing going on. And, you know, it appears to be a big thing, but from what I understand, I don't really understand it, but apparently, and I'm going to get that nail. I forgot a nail back there. But apparently it seems to just be a reaction that we already knew existed, but we never actually saw it. But now we can see it, and that's important. Okay. And the next thing I wanted to do was go to the beach. Actually, no. Next thing I wanted to do was actually... because I'm actually supposed to be able to take this mug and drink it.
Ouch! Here's your glass back.
Okay, now let us... Where's the... here it is. Jeez. No, I want to drink it.
I'm not hungover. I feel great.
Oh, well, let's get some more drinks. Because it's really time to die.
I'd like a drink, please.
Here you go, lady.
Okay, take another drink.
Ouch! Here's your glass back. I'm not hungover. I feel great.
Maybe I'm supposed to pour it in.
I'd like a drink, please.
Right.
Like, mix it in there.
That makes the drink oh so much more appealing.
There we go. Let's die.
It just occurred to me that mixing medicine and alcohol is a really stupid and possibly lethal thing to do. If I were a real person instead of a lovably inept cartoon character with the potential for a few more sequels, I wouldn't even consider it. Skull!
Yeah, mixing any sort of medicines or drugs in general is just a bad idea, but...
That's odd. It's supposed to cause drowsiness. I don't feel the least bit drowsy.
Whoa!
In fact,
Things are getting trippy.
In fact, I feel,
Hooray, we died.
So then the Undertaker says, I wanted to be a pallbearer, but I couldn't stop coughing.
Oh, you crack me up, Mort.
So what's with the new guy?
Oh, he's been like that for an hour now. Passed out cold. He'll come around.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I guess that's the end of the game, then.
But with him being the main character and all,
Well, I guess that's the end of the game.
I didn't think you could die in LucasArts adventure games.
Well, maybe they're trying something different.
When I should take care of him.
Would you? It's bad for business, having him just lie there.
Rest in peace and all that.
Well, alright, that looks like the end of the Curse of Monkey Island. This was a pretty fun game. I guess I didn't get many points, but you know, I guess maybe you only get those points if I had progressed further, but unfortunately I got dead. So, overall the graphics were pretty nice. I like the voicing. I kind of like, you know, the difference between the old voice and the O. Well, I guess there's more to it than that. I guess I'm stuck in a coffin. Well, where's the Pai Mei flashback? Can I punch myself out of this? like in Kill Bill 2? Well, alright. Let's use a chisel.
Yikes. Where's that telltale pounding coming from? It's coming from within one of these coffins. from the dead. The dead that surround me. They must know my horrible secret.
What, your version of
They'll never let
porcelain?
me rest until I've paid for the wrongs I've committed against. Wait a second. I don't have a horrible secret. Nah. No. I wonder where their bodies are. Lots of coffins in here.
I'm just checking around before I deal with this.
That guy was so bloated he burst his coffin. I don't need a rotten corpse.
Alright. Oh, three-headed monkey in here? Come on, give me a three-headed monkey. Oh, hey!
I'm glad to be finally out of that thing, even though it was a spacious, comfortable model with plenty of leg and headroom. Well, hello there. Say, you look familiar.
Yes, well,
Of course! Guybrush Threepwood. You're the one who locked me in there in the first place.
well, you see, I've been meaning to...
No, I won't hear of it. That was the best time of my life. Gave me plenty of time to think, you know? To think about the things that really matter. I don't know if you've considered this, son, but live burials are not an altogether uncommon experience here in the Caribbean.
I wasn't aware of that.
Not to mention pirate raids and deadly sea battles, huge man-eating reptiles, dangerous quicksand pits, trigger-happy duelists, and of course, those pesky undead. Have you ever thought of what would happen to your loved ones should this gruesome fate befall you?
No, but...
Well, of course, you have plenty of time to think about it. Or do you? I'm one of the lucky ones. I've been dead. It's given me a whole new perspective on life. A life that I'm going to devote to making sure people's life insurance needs are met. Here, take one of my business cards I've had made up.
If you've been locked in that coffin, how are you able to have business cards made?
Now's not the time to worry about the technicalities, son. Now's the time to ask yourself, are you covered? Run along now and let me set up my office.
We're trapped in here. The door's locked.
Nonsense! This is one of Stan's cozy crypts, all equipped with a patented secure lock release mechanism. Just jiggle the handle there.
His voice sounds younger too, but, you know, it's always funny. His little voice here. Okay. Coffin nail. That could be useful. I'm gonna talk to Stan for a little bit. Neat. Let me get another one of these.
I already have a nice skeleton arm, thank you. Another skeleton.
Okay. How you doing, Stan?
I think I need coverage right now.
Now hold on just a minute there, son. Give me a chance to get the office set up. Run along now.
Oh. It's time to collect life insurance on ourselves. Let's see if that... Yeah, that does it. Hey, how are you doing?
Welcome back to Mutual of Stan.
You've convinced me. I want to buy some insurance.
A wise choice, and one you won't soon regret. The question isn't whether or not you can afford to buy an insurance policy, it's whether you can afford not to. Speaking of which, can you afford to buy an insurance policy?
Well, how much does it cost?
Oh, that depends on a variety of factors. How much coverage you need, how much you're willing to spend, all sorts of highly complicated sliding scale insurance equations and such. But I won't bore you with all that. Just let me ask you this. How much money do you have?
Well, I've got these wooden nickels.
I see. Maybe I've confused you somewhere along the line. While nothing would please me more to send you out of here, with the peace of mind that your family will be provided for in the unlikely event of your death, I have to run a business here. If you can't at least show me some collateral, I can't give you a policy.
Well, I do have... How about this? No, wait, I don't have that yet. Let's see what he says
How
anyway.
about an enormous uncursed diamond?
How about that? Do you have an enormous uncursed diamond?
Okay, no. But I'm like this close to getting one.
Well, I'm this close to believing that you're trying to take advantage of my generosity. Maybe you'd like to make me a serious offer.
Alright, yeah, fine. So that's what this was. For.
This authentic pirate relic. A genuine tooth from an actual pirate. Only one of its kind.
Is that real gold?
The finest known to man. Not much spin on it either anymore.
Now you're starting to speak my language. All right, let's find a coverage plan that suits your needs. And you can rest assured that you've provided for your family well after your unfortunate departure.
What are the terms of this plan exactly?
It's quite simple, son. When you die, whoever holds that policy gets a lot of money.
A lot of money? Wow.
Wow is right. Now I want you to be careful out there.
Okay, I will. Thanks.
No, I'm serious. I want you to be very, very careful.
Will do.
Okay, so now the mission is to die, so we can get a lot of money. So I can collect insurance on myself. Let's see, what else did you have on this list? Let's go to the beach. Apparently, if you try to swim here a bunch of times, something interesting happens. Ooh, let's do that.
I really don't want to go in the ocean. I really don't want to go in the ocean.
Let's spam it.
Well, if you insist.
There we go. Oh, hey! Well, I guess, this is a little meta.
That guy probably couldn't hold his breath underwater for very long. Too bad.
Well, that was Bizarro World.
I hope it was worth it for you.
Kinda was. Jeez, even he could die, and I can't. Why is dying so hard in these games? What else did you guys... Oh, yeah. Item on the counter.
Hi, guys. I guess you'll be wondering how I came to be back from the dead. No questions for the dead guy come back to life? No questions like, is there life after death, or is there a heaven? Will there be adequate parking? Fine. Be that way. I wouldn't tell you about the hereafter if you begged me.
Oh, here's an empty jar.
That jar's for my tips. Put it back.
But I was gonna put a whole lot of money in it. Too much for me to carry around with me. So I'm gonna have to take it with me and fill it up.
Oh, okay then.
Well, that worked. So now let me look at some of these. Ooh, I've got 3 pages of inventory.
This entitles the bearer of this document to the sum of a lot of money.
Okay.
Mutual of Stan, because you could die horribly at any moment. It's even laminated.
It's even laminated.
Mutual of Stan, because you could die horribly at any moment. I've already tried reading it, and I still can't understand it. I need to use the jar with something else. I need to use the jar lid with something else. A jar, for instance.
Let me see if I can get those fireflies now. By the way, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing with those fireflies. It's just, you know, you see fireflies and you have a jar and you want to put fireflies in a jar. It's as simple as that. Okay. No, but still need to attract
They
them
won't fly
somehow.
into the jar for no reason.
Yeah.
Putting an empty jar on that stump won't do anything.
Is there some sort of food or something? What do fireflies even eat?
That doesn't look hungover at all. I don't want to lubricate that.
I mean, I'm just doing silly stuff. Maybe, well, that doesn't make sense.
I think we're above that kind of obvious humor.
Alright, that's not even a pie. That's... what was that, soap? That's not gonna work. Alright. Well, that's fine. So what are my options? So now I have a jar, I have a laminated card, which maybe I can use for some other types of lockpicking. In fact, I'm going to try that. Because I think I'm starting to be running out of stuff I can actually do, which is good. I think I'm going to be done with this act pretty soon, which is good. Because I have about 11 days
I guess
left.
I'm better at this pirating thing than I thought.
Yeah, okay.
It worked.
Open sesame. 11 days left on my free trial. Let's see if I can win this game yet by then. This is interesting.
It's so musty that I don't want to open it up. I'm sure there's nothing in there except one of those hotel Bibles. It won't open.
Oh no, porcelain.
Ew, porcelain.
Ooh, that was a good effect. There's a book, and that's about it. Let's get that book.
I've got nothing to say.
Oh,
I can't reach it.
come back here. Give me that. Alright,
Can't reach it.
I gotta nail that thing down. Don't I? So that's what all the nails were for.
I'm not sure if that's strong enough to hold it. I might need one more nail.
Well, it's a good thing I have one more nail.
There. The bed has been nailed down. That ought to do.
Oops. Okay, so let's get that book.
Nah.
Oops.
Nah.
Okay, so this is...
The Goodsoups. A Life in Pictures by M.M. Goodsoup. It's full of all the dates and fun facts you'd ever want to know about the Goodsoup family. And it says I'll receive a new book every month, or cancel with no obligation, and keep my copy of Buccaneers and Bouillabaisse as a free gift. Nah.
Okay. That's a lot of effort for something.
Well, I can't use the book with that. Well, I can't use...
You want this book?
My piratey instincts tell me I should keep this to myself.
So I'm still trying to find a way to die. Well, okay, I could die again, but I'm sure I would just end up in the same place. I need to go into the Goodsoup tomb. Tell me about the Goodsoups. You know, again, maybe you can tell me something different.
I thought if I died, I'd be buried with your aunt.
Well, isn't it obvious? You can't be buried in the Goodsoup family crypt unless you're a member of the Goodsoup family.
A member of the family, huh? Uncle Griswold, it's me! Don't you recognize me?
Recognize you? I've never seen you before in my life. What is your name?
My name?
Hearty Beef and Potato.
Hearty beef and potato?
I come from good Irish stock.
I don't recall having any relatives with that name.
Look at me. Don't I look just like a Goodsoup?
No, you don't look much like a Goodsoup at all. In fact, you look more like one of the Brothschilds. They always did have weak features.
What an
Are you
insult.
sure?
Of course I'm sure. Every day I wander the Goodsoup family Hall of Portraits and give my respects to each of my distinguished ancestors. Every distinguishing feature of the Goodsoup family is there in those pictures, and I see nothing in any of those portraits that might remind me of you.
Oh, how am I going to change my face?
I'm off to explore the rustic charms of Blood Island.
Or my name, or something.
It's the Duchess Cream of Goodsoup. Of the noodle Goodsoups. It's nailed to the...
Nah.
Nailed to the wall. I think I've tried
I can't
this
use the
before,
chisel with
eh?
that. I can't use...
Nope. And I don't have nails anymore,
I can't use the...
so I can't use my nails. Well, I don't know, he looks like he has a pie hat, so put this on my head. Or not do anything, whatever. What have I not used yet? Why can't I use this?
It's full of all the dates and fun facts you'd ever want to know about the Goodsoup family.
Maybe if I can give it to someone, but the only person who's really left that I can talk to is Madame Zima, and she's not very interested in my
I can't
in my
use the
presence.
book with that.
And yeah, I mean, she's pretty much the only person here, except for, you know, Haggis. But that's not going to do anything. May as well try, though. But I think I'm done with this screen, actually.
Well, I can't use the book with that.
Oh well. But yeah, I think I'm done with this screen. Probably done with the beach too. Well, no, I need to wait for that boat to come in, but I can only do that if I get the lighthouse working. Probably done with the windmill.
I'm not going back up there. It's too dangerous.
Yep. You know that feeling when you know it's just one more puzzle and then everything's gonna start falling in place, but you know what? Or actually, let's look in here first.
There's someone in it. It's locked tight. I just got buried alive, and
I feel I should remind you that as a government employee, I cannot be held liable for accidental live burials.
But why was I buried in that particular crypt?
The only other crypt is the Goodsoup family crypt. It's only for the Goodsoup family. They don't want just any commoner spending eternity with them.
Well, I can't use the book with that.
I was hoping I could convince him that I was a good soup. You want a book? Okay, well that's just silly.
Well, I can't use the book with that.
Oh, that arrow psychs me out because it's the same kind of arrow as this. Man, dying is so hard here. If this was a Sierra game, this would just be so much easier. How am I going to learn about the Goodsoups? It was probably in one of the things that he said earlier that I just wasn't paying attention to.
I don't indiscriminately pick up bartenders.
Nah.
I'm off to explore the rustic charms of Blood Island.
Oh, these portraits must be important. Got me. Let's go to the clearing for a minute. Maybe I can solve this puzzle at least.
I don't think the lid will fit.
Well, no, I still need to find out whatever fits in here.
Well, I already know the directions to that.
Ugh. Put the book in here and maybe I can solve 2 puzzles at once.
Well, I can't use the book with that.
Ooh.
Hey, a stump! Hey, a stump! No offense, Elaine, but you're way too heavy for me to haul you around.
Oh, I think I get something. I think this is going to be the light for the lighthouse. Yeah, that makes sense. So, that'll be one of the last things I need to do. Whatever I find, I'm going to put it in here, and that's going to get me to the lighthouse. Fireflies. Yeah, that's what the fireflies have to be for. Okay. So I'm not ready for that yet. So it's probably going to be some item I get after I get buried here, so this has to be the place where I need to go next. Because everything else on the island is kind of done, as far as I can see. There's gotta be something in these portraits, then. It's the only thing that it could be. So I think that's how this is going to end. You find whatever's going on in these portraits. You're going to die. You find the ring and you find something else. You go to the fireflies. You get that jar. Put it in the lighthouse, and you can leave. But what do I do now? To be with this book, and there's nothing else in here. Maybe.
Well, I wouldn't know what to say. Gross. Wow. I'll bet his room charges are pretty hefty by now. My pirate instincts tell me I should keep this to myself.
There's a hole here.
The Murphy bed is slammed up so many times it's made a hole in the wall. Nah, those nails are in there tough. This won't give me enough leverage to pry those boards off.
Okay, how can I pry those boards off?
Well, I can't use the mallet with that. I can't use the... I don't want to cut the magic wand. That doesn't need to be... I can't use the skeleton arm.
Ooh, we have done this for a little while. Oh, come on, let's see if I can find a way to pry this open first, though. Ah, well. I think we're pretty close to ending this part, but nah. Oh, is there like a... No, there's nothing like right here or something. Oh well. We will figure it out in the next episode, so thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you.